Good morning. 8:02. Almost on time. Hi, guys. Hello, my beautiful friends. It is Saturday, February 29th. Leap year, my friends. Leap year. Yeah, pretty cool. That one day in the month of February that only happens every 4 years. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with this extra day? Oh my goodness, so exciting. I am attending a mastermind online for coaches. Coaches to get clear on stuff and go bigger. I'm ready to go bigger. So, how was your week? How is your life? For me, I had a rough week. Last Saturday, I celebrated one of my dearest friends' birthdays. And we spent the night at bed and breakfast in New Jersey, Stockton Inn. The inn was called, the bed and breakfast was called Wolferton in Stockton, New Jersey. And it is absolutely amazing, gorgeous, beautiful. The property was incredible. And they have sheep on the property. And I became fast friends with the mama sheep, Lucy, and this other dude. But I gave Lucy an intense ear scritch. Yeah, we're best friends. We are absolutely best friends now. And it was great. Saturday was amazing. We had karaoke. You know, for those of you who do not know me personally and have ever done karaoke with me or have never done karaoke with me, I let myself go. I just go all out. I'm a freaking entertainer and a goofball. So combine those two, and plus I have no shame, like I'm too old to give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I have so much fun, just fun. And I act like a goofball, a little crazy. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I might put some clips of karaoke night on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, Brenda Ramos Coaching. Sunday was lovely. Dropped off with a friend, came home, and I noticed that my boy, I have 2 cats. You've seen them both. Here's Zemi, my little young white guy. I had a little man, all black, with me for 13, 14-ish years. He passed away on Sunday night. We took him into the emergency and we made the decision at about 3 a.m. on Monday morning to lay him to rest. He had cancer and it came on really suddenly. Just really, really painful. I'm able to talk about it without crying today. I'm able to feel the sadness and not be overwhelmed by the sadness. That wasn't the case Monday or Tuesday. I took those 2 days off from work. And that's what I want to talk about today, because that's where I am. Sadness and loss, and how to allow those emotions, those strong emotions, to move through you instead of oppressing them, suppressing them, ignoring them, distracting yourself from them. It's so important to feel your feelings. This thing about good vibes only, there's this trend, this statement that became very trendy, good vibes only. And I think I kind of understand good vibes only because you don't want people bringing negativity into your positive space. I get it. However, it's a very toxic way. It's a really minimizing way to just put that statement out there. It's bad because we don't always have good vibes. We are allowed to feel sad and angry and outraged and depressed and joy and all the good stuff. All of it is part of who we are. Part of who we are. The feelings that we feel, the emotions that are moving through us are only a fragment of who we are that we need to look at, sit with, process, and let go. Learn to release those emotions. If you don't like the term letting things go, oh, just let it go. I get it. Instead, maybe you can think of it as releasing the energy, the emotions, to be transmuted into or transformed into love. So, with the sudden loss of my fur baby, I'm getting a little emotional now. I can feel it bubbling up. My nose is a little red. So Monday, I was a complete mess. I spent 24 hours with a pounding headache that I thought my eyes were going to explode. I know that's not going to happen, but it felt, the pressure was so strong that it felt like my eyes would pop out of my head. And I didn't fucking care. Oof. I didn't eat. I hadn't slept. I mean, we got up Sunday morning at about 7:30 a.m. and, breakfast and hanging out and da-da-da. I tried to sleep and slept only a couple of hours and just simply allowed myself to wail and feel the deep pain that I was in and notice the mind. The mind will take you to places during these painful moments of the mind will take you to places that torture you. My mind was asking me questions like, how could you not have noticed that your fur baby had a tumor the size of a golf ball in his intestines? What's wrong with you? You didn't really love him. Like, you could have done so much more. You should have been taking him to the vet more because he was older. Really mean, really horrible things. I'm keeping it, I'm sharing the G-rated version with you or the PG-rated version with you. But sitting, witnessing the mind being very angry at the loss and trying to blame me, we're the same. It's my mind, right? Those are my thoughts, but they're not just me. I'm not just my thoughts. I'm not just my mind. My mind and my thoughts, the emotions, physical sensations, they're only a fraction. They're only part of who I am. And they bring messages. They're very, very important to witness, to pay attention to be with. It's like, imagine sitting with a child and imagine, that you have a second cousin who's 4 years old and doesn't quite know how to express themselves. And they are in pain and they're angry. Maybe they're lost. Maybe they lost a parent. Maybe they lost a cat. And they are experiencing all of these emotions. And you're there to be like, okay, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. I know you're in pain. If you can see your thoughts and your experiences, and the emotions that you have about them in that way, or in a way that helps you kind of separate yourself from the thoughts and see your thoughts and emotions as an individual who's trying to tell you something, as a young child who's trying to tell you something, you might be able to process them differently. And for me, I'm so practiced in this way of processing thoughts and emotions that they move through me, as painful as they are. They move through me and out of me to be transmuted into love and compassion much more quickly than they did when I was, in my 20s or even in my 30s. I am convinced that meditation is a big part of that, if not the process, the tool, if you want to call it that has helped me sit with, witness, feel, process, move, let them move through, and then release. Why? Because that's what we sit and practice when things are fine, when things are good, when things are normal around you. You sit and you get used to, oh, okay, today I'm a little annoyed. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I wonder where that's coming from. Breathing. Oh, that's weird. Today I feel like a little blue. I wonder why. Okay. Hello, blue feeling. Have a seat. You can hang out for a little while. I'm going to talk to you, and then you got to go. And it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. And please, if you ever feel like the emotions are not being processed, if you ever feel like you've dipped into a deep depression, please get help. Please talk to someone. I will put the mental health hotline number here and email, and you can even chat with them. You don't have to chat with people over the phone. I, as an introvert, can relate to that feeling. A lot of times I'd rather just text because it's a lot less draining. And sometimes I just can't, as I identify as an INFJ, and sometimes all of the thoughts are happening at once in my mind, and it's challenging for me to pull down the words that truly encompass everything that I'm experiencing and everything that I want to relay to the person. So for me, I find that it's a lot easier to write it out. Which brings me to journaling. Journaling is one of the practices that I use to help me through what I'm feeling, especially really, really intense stuff. Because it's literally taking what is in you and allowing it to flow through your arm out to your pen onto paper. And you can do anything from there. You can save it, release what you're experiencing, shred it, flush it down the toilet, even burn it if you're in an outdoor area. Don't burn paper indoors, my friends. So yeah, I had a friend who tried on Tuesday to talk to me about going out and maybe going dancing, and I wasn't ready to think about that. I was in mourning. And so I said, thank you, but I'm not ready to think about that. I'm not there yet. And they said they were trying to distract me. And although I appreciate the effort, acknowledging that I'm in pain and wanting to help me do something about it, distraction when you're in the thick of grieving a loss and mourning and in pain is not the best tool. I understand if you're at work and you feel it coming on, or if you're in a public place and you feel it coming on, you might want to distract yourself for a couple of minutes until you're able to get to a place where you can release what you're experiencing, cry or punch a pillow or yell or journal, right? But distracting yourself over and over and over again because you can't deal with it, you can't deal with the emotions, you just can't. You don't have time. It's not the right time. If you're distracting yourself either continuously throughout the day or for extended periods of time, you want to take a look at that. That is actually you pushing down those emotions, suppressing those emotions. And they will come up, and they will come up and out at inappropriate times, sometimes the most inappropriate times. So you want to be mindful. You want to be aware of when you are doing that. And again, I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to sound like a broken record. That's why we sit. This is why we practice sitting, either for 10 minutes when you're on my newsletter or for 20 minutes sitting here. We practice being aware, noticing what's happening, noticing what's coming up, being aware of how it feels, what it triggers, and putting it aside, focusing on the breath. Okay, I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm pissed, I'm jealous. Is that jealousy? Why am I jealous? Okay, put it aside, breath. I'm breathing, I'm here. Because your breath is the anchor to this present moment. The thoughts and emotions that you're experiencing about situation take you out into the future, which hasn't happened yet, and you're creating stories, or it takes you back into the future and you're reliving the pain over and over and over and over again. And you're not actually solving, you're not actually processing anything. You're just reliving the pain. You're ruminating and experiencing the pain over and over again. And that causes dis-ease. That causes dis-ease, disease, right? Ruminating, reliving it in your body. So I can sit here with you today, Saturday, less than a week after I lost my fur baby, and be okay, still feeling sadness, still affected by it to a lesser degree, still brokenhearted, but okay. Because I have given myself permission. Maybe when you were a child, you weren't given permission. They told you, stop crying. Ay, espabilate, which means, straighten up, buck up, chin up, get over it, because you need to move on. Maybe as a child, those were the messages that you received. Or maybe you were told that you were being a baby and looking for attention. And so those messages still exist within you. And whenever emotions come up, you might experience those messages telling you not to cry, telling you not to think about it, telling you you're being a baby, telling you you're being weak, telling you all sorts of things, right? And this is why we practice, so that when those overwhelming messages and emotions and thoughts and feelings come at you, you have a place that you're used to going because you've practiced. You have that little teeny tiny speck even of inner peace that you can reach through your breath, that you're used to reaching because you've practiced with me or anywhere. And you are allowed to feel what you feel. You are allowed to feel angry and sad and the whole gamut of emotions. You have a right to your emotions. Now, with this practice, we can learn to feel what we feel and create space between ourselves and how we choose to respond and how we choose to process those emotions. And we don't have to take it out on anyone else. It's one of the things that happens, right? We're angry, we're in pain, we're going through stuff, and we lash out. Maybe we attack those verbally around us who have nothing to do with what, or little, if not nothing, to do with what we're currently experiencing. And that's not right. Lashing out is not right. You don't have a right to put other people down or hurt other people because you are going through what you're going through. You have a right to feel it, so you can feel angry and not act angry. You can feel sad and not blame anyone around you. You can experience all the emotions and all the thoughts and all the feelings and all the everythings and witness, be with, process, move through. Sometimes moving through means moving your body, getting out and exercising, running, hitting the gym, practicing some yoga, dancing is my favorite. Ecstatic dance, just letting it all out, letting that stagnant energy that is held within your body, movement through your body, and then movement out of your body, and then definitely journaling. Yeah, you have a right to all of your feelings, and you have a right to process it the way that is right for you. And we start here with witnessing. And so I gave myself permission Monday, Tuesday to not eat, to not sleep, to not talk to anybody. I didn't leave my bed until about Tuesday afternoon when I started talking to my son, and we shared stories about him and pictures and videos and started remembering the good times, not letting our minds take us down a road that isn't true. We did do the best that we could. We did the best that we could with the resources that we had. He had always been a grouchy old man. Even as a kitten, he was grouchy and he didn't like anybody touching him or caressing him. And at his last vet visit, nobody could tell. It is what it is. I cannot go back into the past and bring him back. Will I do things differently in the future? Yeah. Maybe I'll take Zemi when the time comes, and he's 12, 13. Maybe I'll take him to 3-month visits instead. Maybe I won't let his crankiness stop me from feeling him up. And, will I do things differently from this point on? Yes. Emotions. So with that, stillness brings peace and wisdom, even through chaos and fear and pain. And that's why we're here. Good time to meditate. It is 8:30. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to share my experience. Let's get into some meditation. We'll do 20 minutes and then, we'll go through the rest of our day. I'm unprepared. I forgot about my pillows. Yeah, I'm not all together. But that's okay. That is okay. Here we go. Scooching back, adjusting this. Thinkity. Scooching. Wow, I kind of got it perfect today in one shot. I've never counted one with my thumb. I don't know what that was. It was like a combination of okay and 1. Oh. So find your posture. Move the meat from your seat so that you're sitting directly on your sit bones. Take your glasses off. Allowing yourself to arriving in this space, arriving in this moment. Really landing in your body. You can sit cross-legged. You can also sit with your legs tucked underneath you. Whatever feels right for you. Your hands can be palm down or palm up or clasped. It's important for your hips to be above your knees so that you're actually sitting on your sit bones completely. You're not sitting on your tailbone. There's a difference. And so that your lower body can sit without becoming numb. You can allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears. Allow your jaw to open slightly. This is a really regal posture before chairs. Kings and queens used to sit this way. And so you reclaim that energy of being a king or queen. If you're sitting in a chair, you want your feet firmly planted on the floor. Maybe put some cushions or pillows behind you so that your spine is upright and energized. Let's take a deep breath together. Hold and release. And as you release your breath, you release your muscles. You release yourself into this moment. Check in with yourself. Check in with your heart. Notice any feelings or emotions that might be present for you today. Check in with your mind. Notice any thoughts that might be coming up for you today in this moment. Check in with your body. Notice any physical sensations that you might be experiencing. Some itchiness, fidgetiness. And simply notice. You can wait before reacting to an itch or a twitch and see where it goes. See how it moves. And then choose the appropriate response instead of just reacting like without thinking. Make any final adjustments to your posture or your seat so that you can sustainably sit for the next few minutes. You can bring your attention to your feet and simply notice the sensations in your feet right now. Can you feel your socks? Are they smooth, fuzzy, warm? Can you feel the floor? Is the floor warm or cold, rough? Bring your attention to your kneecaps. And notice any sensations there. Through your legs. Feel the weight of your hands on your lap or at your sides. Feeling the way your sit bones make complete connection with the cushion or the chair beneath you. Maybe you can feel the vibration of life, the energy of life moving through your legs, your hands. Maybe you can feel the air against your skin. You can notice if it's cool or warm. Maybe it's dry or moist air. We'll take a final deep breath together. Releasing any position that you're holding yourself in. Noticing if you're holding your muscles in any particular way and releasing your muscles. Relaxing completely. Releasing yourself even further into meditation. You can close your eyes now if you would like to practice with your eyes closed. You can also practice with your eyes open and simply have a downward, soft gaze, like you're looking through the floor. Feeling the breath naturally in your body. Maybe today you feel it in your nostrils. Maybe it's in the rise and fall of your chest. Maybe you feel it in the filling up and emptying of your belly. For some of us, it's our whole body breathing. Being with your breath is what keeps you present in this moment. It's what keeps you mindful to what you're experiencing in this moment, what you're noticing in this moment. Your mind has all sorts of crafty ways to take you away from this moment, and that's totally okay. It's what the mind is meant to do, supposed to do. When we sit and practice focusing on our natural breath, what happens is we develop a different relationship with our mind and our thoughts and our feelings and even our physical sensations. So when you notice that you've been pulled away from this present moment by thoughts, or feelings, or physical sensations, it's a perfect time to practice kindness and compassion, friendliness towards yourself. You're not doing anything wrong. Actually, it's really amazing that you're noticing that you've drifted away from this moment. Notice what it is that is taking you away from this moment and simply set it aside for now. It's okay. It's definitely going to be there when your meditation is complete. And in this way, you're teaching your mind to wait for you instead of you waiting for your mind. You teach your mind that you are in charge in a way, to a certain degree. You're in charge of the mind, not the other way around. You're in charge of your thoughts and emotions and even your physical sensations, not the other way around. What you experience is not in charge of you. And notice what comes up and set it aside for now. Home base, your anchor is your breath. Continue to return to being with your breath over and over again, as many times as you need to. Let's take a deep breath together and really sigh it out, releasing your breath and everything that you're experiencing. Inhale in. Hold it at the top and sigh it out. Ah. Adding some micro movements, fluttering your eyes open. Yeah. Yeah. That's the good shit right there. Today I really, this was a mostly guided meditation. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't normally guide for as long or as much as I did today. Because I want you to have your experience with your breath and your meditation wherever you are. I don't want you to need me. I want you to get used to sitting with yourself and your thoughts and feelings and physical sensations without my voice. And I sitting with yourself in silence can be uncomfortable for a lot of us until we're used to it. And then sitting in silence with another person, that's unheard of, right? I mean, most people want to fill in the quiet space with small talk. I am an introvert and I loathe small talk. I don't want to, yeah. So sitting in silence with another person is precious, is challenging, even if it's just me and I'm on your computer. So yeah, you'll notice that I don't guide as much as I did today. And that's the reason, is I want you to have your experience and I want you to be with yourself. I want you to get used to being with yourself in silence. No voices, just your own. No outside voices like me, just you. Okay, I'm not going to keep you any further. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I may not know you. I may not see you. We may never meet. And it doesn't matter. I feel you. And I appreciate you so deeply. I've committed to being here with you. Saturday mornings, 8 a.m., you can watch the replay. I am committed to being here with you because this is so important to me. And you are so important to me. Because what you do, how you're being in life affects us all. And I want you to know that. So as always, I come to you unscripted, unrehearsed, unpolished, imperfect, with bedhead and morning breath. Today, some sadness. As I am, I come to you as I am to share this practice with you as you are. Because as you are is perfect. You are enough as you are. Unrehearsed, unscripted, unpolished, imperfect, bedhead, bad breath. It doesn't matter. You are enough. And I am too. And so, with that, I wish you an amazing Saturday, a fabulous weekend, a gorgeous week. May this be of benefit to you in your life, one way or another. And may you share what you learn if you learn anything. Okay, I'm done. Have a great Saturday. Love you. Bye.